Okay, I'm gonna now start speaking. Day 13 of me streaming every single day to until I make it. So, not me speaking. Let me restate the whole thing. Day 13 of me streaming every single day until I make it. And the reason of this series is for you to follow me along and come with me, basically, on the process of me slowly becoming someone and making it in my set field. The reason I find this you should follow along, or the reason I'm doing this series, is because a lot of people have highlights and videos and stories, quickly gathering up all the things and all their moments into one highlight. But in this, it's different because I'm going to be sharing the goods, the bads, what I'm going through at the time, things I'm struggling with, and being honest. And that's what's different. Also, you can interact with me as I'm going through the process. Because I strongly believe if I continue to be consistent and disciplined with grit and analyzation, that I will make it one day. I know I will. God willing, of course. For man does not even know, cannot even change the color of his own head. So how can I say I will? But better yet said, if God wills. Yo, yo, what's going on? What's going on, Donald? What's going on, Just Bro Gaming? What's going on? Yep. What's going on? This stream is mainly about fitness. No, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a doctor. Let me put that down. Yo, what's going on, cool guy? I'm not a doctor. I'm just have scrubs on. I'm a transporter. I'm a transporter. But yeah, guys, man, this stream is mainly about just me speaking about that, my current process. Right now, currently in my process to trying to become a fitness trainer and a gym owner one day. I'm possibly a content creator with sponsorships. Right now, I'm focusing on making a video every day. If I sub, you have to scream. On some, man, if you sub, I want a sub that actually likes me for what I do and the content I make, not rather just. I'd rather not have the sub if I have to do something that's not my character, who I am, than gain the sub off doing something that is not me. But yeah, as I was saying, right now in the process, I'm trying to make a video every single bet watch. Donald said bet watch. I'm not sure what that means. But yeah, I want to make a video. I'm trying to post consistently every day, and I feel like if I continue to post consistently every day and analyze my videos, analytics, I will then over time increase it. Even if I struggle a lot at the beginning, the goal and the thought process is if I continue to analyze my actions and put forth genuine effort through trial and error and consistency, I will override luck, and eventually one day I'll get lucky. Because luck comes to those who are prepared. A lot of times luck comes to a lot of people in different ways, in different facets, but they're not ready to receive it, and therefore it passes by. Everybody has a lucky day. I'm sure you experience it. Many people experience it. But were you prepared for that lucky day? Are you prepared to receive what it has, or to have the best outcomes of that? So I'm trying to be ready. I'm trying to be consistent with the videos and be ready for that lucky day to come, because I know eventually there will be a lucky day. Following that, sometimes I struggle with consistency. in the past. As of recent, I am starting anew. Before, I've been struggling in the past videos. I said I would study, and I did not end up studying. So today and yesterday, I'm going to end up studying and continue the consistency until one day I finish studying and get my certification, and I'll come on the video and I'll update you guys. I've been trying to do two lessons every single day. It's been consistent, it's been good, it felt good doing it yesterday, and I just got to keep going. I keep stacking days. One problem is I cannot negotiate with myself. Self-negotiation is one of the biggest enemies. When you first wake up in the morning and you make those split-second decisions, a lot of the time you're negotiating with yourself, especially if you plan to do something, you end up not doing it. So one of the biggest deterrents of success and deterrents of discipline and what you want to do is yourself and self-negotiation. So as a boss and an employee, that's how your mind and body should be acting. So your body should not be able to deter you from what you want to do, and your mind should be able to govern without any negotiation back. You have two things, the flesh and the spirit in your body. This is biblical. Chippy Monk, what's going on? What's going on, Chippy Monk? You have two things, the spirit and the flesh. You cannot let the flesh get strong. What happens when you self-negotiate and allow it to happen, even if it's just for one day, the assumptions that underlies is the problem that happens. For example, if I stop doing something that I plan to do, or I take a day off of something I plan to do, with the assumption in lies, if I say, I can't do it today because I'm sleepy, in lies, whenever I'm sleepy, I cannot do this said task. Or whenever it gets hard, I can't do this task. Rather yet, we should do the task even when it's hard, for when it's easy, it's even easier to do. And I try to apply that to guitar and studying and everything. I need to do this no matter what, even if it gets hard, it's just an extra badge of honor. Today, I'm actually pretty excited to record my public speaking video, and I'm also going to change the format and layout of the title, because I noticed that the title is pretty lengthy. Day 60 of me speaking every single day in front of a camera. I think that's a very lengthy title, especially in the caption. So instead of using that caption, I'm going to change it to day 60 out of 100. I've seen someone else doing it called Reagan that does public speaking, and that's what I'm going to do. We'll see how that works. I'll update you guys if that works good. I have published a video not too long ago on I train hard to eat, and it performed fairly well. By the way, yeah, I'm going to be talking about analytics. I'm going to be talking about my content ideas. I'm going to be putting them all on this. And the reason I don't push this out and try to have as many people watch this video as possible, and my goal is not to have people watch it, is me genuinely sharing my struggles and me genuinely struggling. So I don't care who gets it, but whoever comes along and wants to follow the journey and see how I fail and what works and what doesn't, and wants to follow me along, gets to see it naturally. So if this video comes across your feed and you see it and you like it, it's cool that you're able to follow along. But yeah, the video I said I train hard, and later in the video it's kind of like trying to make it a funny video of me that I eat a lot. Because in the video it shows me eating a jumbo fried rice and 2 Philly cheesesteak omelets and 12 pancakes, because I eat a lot. And it's not healthy. I do not recommend it. That video performed better than my other videos. Not amazing, but it performed better than my other videos. So I noticed that my hooks are lackluster right now. So I need to continue to work on my hooks. Even in public speaking videos, I need to be able to articulate my hooks in a fashion where it makes you want to stay, it makes you want to pay attention. And also I need to work on my efficiency and quickness of speech. In attention economy, one of the most important things that you can have is quickness and efficiency of speech. The quicker you can say it, with more accuracy, with the accuracy that you say it, will help people stay on your videos and listen to you for longer. Notice that you have those two things, and then you also need a comedic and personal feel to your speech. You need to connect with the people almost directly, and I'm still working on that. That's why I'm doing that series of speaking in front of a camera every single day, and also within myself, I'm screaming and speaking to my friend and making sure I'm taking note of how I speak, how fast I speak, and the errors I make when I speak. But right now, yeah, I stutter. I'm human. I say like I do these things naturally, especially with the comfortability of the person I'm with. But me taking a step back in every scenario and making sure that I'm doing it right is a big difference. And by the way, I'm thankful for anyone that commented and anyone that's watching the video. I'm actually grateful just for you passing by the video and doing it, because it does motivate me to keep going when I do impact someone's life. A different subject that's separate from the content creation and analytics. I'm going to speak about fitness and losing weight. One of the biggest ways to stop yourself in the future from ever gaining weight, and I'm not just trying to be clickbait, I'm being serious, is simply buying a scale. That is one of the strongest and simplest ways you can have to lose weight and maintain under a certain weight. The reason this stops you from gaining weight in the future is if you weigh yourself every morning, one of the biggest reasons people gain a lot of weight is because they lose track of their weight and they forget about their weight and they just end up eating a lot and enjoying food. But if you have that scale and you weigh yourself every single morning, I guarantee you, as you see that number creeping up slowly, boom, 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 up, you're not going to keep eating. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. And that's one of the things I personally do. My nutrition is very simple. I follow basic rules of eating unprocessed foods, high fibrous foods, and protein count. Those simple things, that's what I follow. And on top of that, on top of the protein count and all those things, I weigh myself every morning. And that's how I keep myself at a weight and feel kind of healthy, or lose weight or gain weight. So if I want to gain weight, what I do is eat a lot, a little bit more, and see how my body reacts that next day. And then I adjust accordingly. If I didn't gain weight or I maintain weight, I adjust accordingly. If I lose weight, I adjust accordingly. I eat more. It's a very simple process for me. That's how I lose and gain weight. I don't use no app. I don't count calories and none of that. Is counting calories good? Is counting macros good? It's actually amazing. But I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't be feeling like doing that. So I just buy myself a scale. I weigh myself every morning. And you can do the same too. So if you struggle with weight loss, if you want to gain weight, go ahead and do that. And let me know how that goes in the comments or in the chat in the future. God bless you guys. Yeah. What's going on, Tristan? What's going on, Tristan? Thank you for passing by the stream, man. Just streaming every single day, working on my speech, working on my soft skills, and sharing my analytics and content ideas on here. And you're going to see me fail, succeed, fail, succeed, fail, whatever it is. I'm willing to fail and hit that wall 100 times, 200 times until I make it once. I'm going to keep doing it because I am confident eventually that wall's going to chip. And once that wall chips, I'm going to break down over time if I keep ramming into it. I don't care what material that wall is made out of. One of the best parts of a habit is after you pass that, okay, I'm attaining a new habit mark. You're in that maintenance arc where you're just focusing on scratching off the next day. That is the best part. Because the start of a habit is one of the hardest things to go through. And I try to keep going through it, but it feels so good. And then after you've done a habit for a while, and especially if it's a habit that you try to progress on continually, you reach a point where you're stagnant or a plateau. And that determines where you're going to be advanced or intermediate in some things. Because a lot of people, when they hit that plateau, they stop. 5 years, lifting the first 3 years is great. But who stays for 5 years? That's when the drop-off starts to happen. Why? Because 5 years of lifting, you got to really, really, really be analytical. You got to really try to gain muscle. You cannot be doing the same thing you were doing for the last 5 years and continue to gain muscle. You got to add microcycles. You got to play with progressive overload. You got to play with exercises. You got to try new regimens. It's not as simple, and therefore people leave. Isn't that motivating? Because since people leave, it also is an opening for you. It puts you in that other bracket, and it should be a motivator when you see other people dropping off, and you're still staying strong, even if it's a plateau. And here's the secret with that: when you hit a plateau and you keep going and you pass it, you then hit a point where it just gets easier. Eventually, it gets easier. And I noticed that with everything. With guitar, I struggled with the G major chord, and I struggled for almost like 2 months. And I was like, bro, how have I not learned the G major chord? A lot of people, they learn it in the first month. They learn it in the first couple of weeks, and I've taken 2 months to learn the G major chord. What the heck? What happened was that my process is different than other people's process. And I need to accept that and take that in and hone that in and continue moving forward. Continue to move forward. Because eventually, guess what? I broke the plateau. And I was able to learn the G major chord. And after learning the G major chord, I was learning a bunch of songs, and boom, everything started stacking crazy. I had a massive uphill start after that plateau and after that stagnation. So a lot of the times with habits, with things that you want to work on and build, you just need that moment of stagnation. You're going to meet it. And sometimes you're going to get to a point where you're hopeless. But I find that when you're hopeless and you're very stagnant for a while, boom, that's when it happens. So you got to stay consistent despite it. This happens so many times in my life with basketball and other things. Right when I'm hopeless and right when I think nothing's going to happen, that's when it happens. I just got to keep going forward. Keep consistent. You succeed when you least expect it a lot of the times. It's just a constant effort. But yeah, guys, I'm almost reaching the 20-minute mark. We went 17 minutes strong. We're going 17 minutes strong. I usually stream for at least 20 minutes every single day. I've updated you guys on my content. I've updated you guys on what I am planning to do in the future and what I'm planning to do today. Meet me on the next time. I stream around this time, Sunday through Thursday. And then on the other days, I stream kind of randomly. So I'm not very good with the scheduling. Friday, Saturday, not very good. But Sunday to Thursday, after I get out of work around 3:45 to 3:50, you should be expecting me on stream. And from 3:50 to 4:20ish or to 4, I stream. I usually stream for 20 minutes. So whenever I start, whether it's 3:40 or 3:50, I'm going to stream for about 20 minutes. It could be a little bit less, it could be a little bit more. But I'm going to keep consistent and keep stacking days. Do not give up. Keep stacking days. It's one of my main sayings that I say a lot of times in my videos. Never give up and keep stacking days. Because, like I said, sometimes you get hopeless. You need that constant reminder. And I say a lot of the things I say over and over again. But sometimes the things you need the most, you need to hear the most. So I'm going to keep saying it. I'm going to keep repeating it. I'm going to keep having these videos pop up in your shorts because you need to hear it again and again and again and again. Like, for example, you're cringe or you're stupid until it works. Until you succeed, you're viewed as dumb, or you're talked about in the background, and you're behind your back. You're talked about. Oh, what is he doing? That's so dumb. I can't believe he believes that he can do this. Oh, look at Anthony. Look what he posted today. You're talked about behind your back a lot when you first start something. Until you succeed, until the likes start coming in, and then your friends show up and they start liking. I've seen it. Your friends do show support, and they don't have to show support of me. No, they don't have to. But it was a life lesson for me. My friends are going to show support on all my videos. Obviously not. There might be a random person that shows some more support than my friend does, or my close friend does, and that's fine because I don't want to put that expectation on my friendships. But it's a learning lesson. You don't think that your friends will be there for you always. Don't expect it of your friends because it could ruin friendship. That very thought ruins a lot of friendships. I think expectations are of the devil. You need to expect nothing in return from anyone, relationship-wise, except for your girlfriend, of course, with loyalty and things like that. But in terms of friendships, you choose who you hang around, of course, and you choose who you want to be with and who you spend your time with and who you talk to. But do not allow expectations to get you frustrated. Because a lot of the times, expectations are just going to leave you frustrated. You expect someone to give you money, they end up not giving it. Whenever you give something, give expecting absolutely nothing. That's a biblical principle. We reached 20 minutes. God bless you guys. Keep stacking. I'm going to keep stacking days over and over again. I'm not going to give up. And eventually, we're going to break down that wall and succeed. God bless you guys. See you on the next live.